game. Tracy McGrady, of course, was big with 26 points. And if you all remember, back in episode 30, the great Danny Hogger said,
I'm going to guarantee a championship for the Kings this year.
So we had bulletin board material for days, and we were not going to let that happen.
Danny, tell us what happened.
Well, I mean, I want to give credit to my opponent because Brian did something spectacular. He'd come off a 50-point Tracy McGrady performance. I set all my game plans to cover and pressure McGrady, and he did score a lot with Tracy, but he also had 7 assists, so as soon as I would bring the double, he found good passes. He played the game smart, he really did. And that wouldn't have been a huge problem, except for I shot terribly from the three-point line with Antoine Walker, who had been huge all season, going 2 for 10. Dwayne Wade had 0 points, who I had traded a lot of my bench for to earn that draft pick, and I did not have enough firepower to continue. So props to both my buddies here. I wish you a great game and a great luck in this contest ahead.
2 down, 2 to go in the conference finals. Let's go to Blake first. Blake, you seem to have all the strategy you did last year, and you're doing it this year. What happened to you?
So I faced off against the 76ers. They were the 3rd seed. And once again, I mean, it worked for me all playoffs. So strategy was go to Tim Duncan. They didn't have an answer for him. He ended game 2 with 22 and 11, 2 blocks, just a monster. Stephon Marbury did give me trouble, but I took this series in 2 games.
Now, our other Team 2K TV, who is also in the playoffs in the conference finals, Brian.
So the conference finals was Warriors versus Clippers, and this matchup kind of came full circle for me because if you remember, I got the 3rd pick in the 03 draft from the Clippers. So Kenyon Martin, who used to be on the Warriors, is now going against us. I got Carmelo Anthony, the Rookie of the Year, and we made easy work of the Clippers. In game 1, I even rested my starters the entire 4th quarter because I knew I could get it done and I wanted to save their energy. Game 2, much of the same. Worked through Tracy McGrady, and next thing I knew, I won the series 2 games.
Ooh. So we are at the finals now. We've got Eastern Conference Team Blake with the Miami Heat and Western Conference Team Brian with the Golden State Warriors. It's 1-1 right now, and it's a best-of-3 series, so the winner of the next game takes it all. We'll be playing this game in next week's episode. Be sure to check back for that.
Good luck, fellas. When I say fellas, good luck, Brian.
Thank you.
We asked you to share your My Team lineups, and there are some fierce rosters out there, that's for sure, and I wouldn't want to go up against any of them.
Yeah, we love seeing what you sent us, so we decided to invite the My Team Professor back on 2K TV to review your lineups and give you some tips on how you can improve your squad. All of you have been submitting your My Team lineups to us here on 2K TV, and today we're joined by the My Team Professor, aka Jimmy, to grade some of these great My Team lineups that the fans submitted. Jimmy, how you doing?
Doing great, Chris. Thanks so much for having me on. I look forward to seeing these lineups, and there's a couple special ones in here. I think you're gonna like them, so I'm definitely looking forward to it, and let's take a look.
This is brought to us by NWO for Life. Talk about this all-Laker squad, Jimmy.
Got to start off with Mr. Bonga, the Pink Diamond, Laker legend, My Team legend for sure at the point guard, and even on the bench with cards like Elgin Baylor, and I do enjoy using that Austin Reeves card. Luke Walton is good with out of position. We've got Anthony Davis from the trophy case, Galaxy Opal, and in order to get him, you had to get James Worthy, Pink Diamond. So it's definitely a lot of fun to see these different Laker cards, and I enjoy building different theme teams myself. So I'll give this one an A, and Chris, I think you would agree.
Absolutely. Our next submission is brought to us by Stoey, and I have a feeling this is a temporarily great lineup. Break this one down.
So this is all free agents, and it's very important to note that with free agents cards, you only get them for 5 games apiece. They can be earned in various ways throughout My Team, through logging in and draft. So Chris, I know this user, this submission, and I could definitely tell that this person was definitely trying to have some fun. with the free agents. So I'm going to give this one a C for creativity. It definitely made me crack a smile, that's for sure.
And of course, with all these diverse lineups, some stood out to you and us. And the next submission by Slump to Goat was a pretty decent lineup. Talk about it.
Chris, there's a lot of great cards here across the board, starters and the bench. You look at T-Mac, he's one of the best cards. Bol Bol is one of the best cards. Earning Hakeem is definitely big for level 40. You got Tim Thomas, who's become a My Team legend this year. So this stood out to me as the best lineup that was submitted. So I'd go ahead and give this one an A+. I'm feeling generous today with my grading.
You want to build the best team, but sometimes you need a
Here in the middle part of the season, Grant, what are the biggest challenges for players?
Well, BA, it's mental, physical, and emotional fatigue. Night in and night out, you have to stay focused. With the amount of games teams play, all those back-to-backs, traveling across the country, bringing it every time out can be difficult.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. Siakam and Achua down low at the 4 and the 5. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. A nice shot by Smith.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
And then Siakam with the jam.
He's heady, he's unselfish. All VanVleet does is make winning plays.
VanVleet against Smith. Edwards, the pass to Smith. 6 to shoot. Pass to Towns. Lets it go from deep. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Such an effective big man. Towns isn't just a post-up threat. He can hurt you off the catch.
Time called here. The Raptors decide to talk it over.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
One more time for your Timberwolves dancer.
Here's VanVleet. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Inside. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Elevating his playmaking over time, Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
Smith against VanVleet. Pass to Edwards. Back to Smith. There's the triple. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Well, this gives you some confidence when you drop 3 straight to start the game.
VanVleet, the pass to Anunoby. Outside Barnes. The kick out to VanVleet. Here's the 3. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Smith against VanVleet. It's Edwards on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. McDaniels from long range. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Barnes. No luck on that one. McDaniels with some nice D. Minnesota's gone 4 for 4 so far from three-point land. Impressive. Shot is good by Edwards.
5 straight buckets to start the game. Off to a hot start.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Now here's Smith in the game against Denver. Very impressive. Pass to Edwards. Back to Smith. Now Edwards. Three-pointer. And another three for Minnesota.
I just love the ball movement.
Toronto calls timeout. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
One thing we saw from them that game, and we see it around the league, an over-dependency on the three ball.
You know, if you're cold from range, there are other ways to score. You can post up, dribble drive, get out in transition.
Outside Barnes. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. The shot misses. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
It's really hard to know what to expect when teams play only twice a year. Makes it a bit of a mystery.
The balance between East and West after years of being dominated by the West is starting to even out some.
A nice shot by Smith.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And here are the Raptors now. It's a 16-point game. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Barnes. Can they get it? And again, no good by Toronto. The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 7 for 7. Smith outside. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Smith. Just 5 to shoot. Over Van Vliet. And another basket for Minnesota.
Wow, on fire. They haven't missed a shot so far.
Here's Siakam. A really disappointing game for him in that loss to Milwaukee. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Smith outside. The shot from the low post is good. Smith's got 13.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Toronto's gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And then Siakam with the jam.
I mean, great hustle by Pascal Siakam, fighting for the board and making sure they convert.
Smith outside. The three. Siakam pulls down the board. The Raptors have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Here's Van Vliet. Oh, and that miss makes him 0 for 4. Not a great start.
You gotta credit the defense this period. They've been all over him. Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Van Vliet missing again.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
Smith outside. Shoots over Anunoby. Back to Daniels. Pass to Smith. Shot clock at 5. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 16. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Achua with some nice D.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
From 10 feet away. And the basket by Van Vliet.
I mean, an excellent ball handler who varies his pace. Van Vliet knows how to create separation.
Van Vliet against Smith. Pass to Gobert. His first shot coming late, and it's good for 2.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, talent is one thing, but it's about the want to. Up big, but not settling. Continue to press the attack.
Now here's Barnes. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee.
He was really aggressive on the glass, too. He really racked up on the boards out there.
Here's Van Vliet. Off the mark there with a 3.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Smith against Van Vliet. Smith passes to Edwards. Back to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Edwards finds Smith. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. Some changes for Minnesota. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Conley subbed in for Smith. And Toronto also making a switch. Hurdle's checked in for Achua. Toronto shooting only 31% to get this game underway. Van Vliet, the pass to... He's checked in for the Timberwolves. Smith comes in for Anthony Edwards. Young, he's checked in for Toronto. Porter Jr. comes in for Anunoby. All right, Smitty, let's talk defense. Yes, that side of the ball. What makes a great defensive player in today's game?
I think the number one thing for me is grit. Also, D is about heart and desire. The best defenders never take a play off. They play hard all the time. They also study film, and a lot of playing defense is mental.
So for Toronto right now, Thaddeus Young out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then there's Otto Porter. Then it's Fred Van Vliet. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. Now here's Smith. He's got 16. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And so here is Toronto after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. They get it again.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Smith with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Smith passes to Anderson. Back to Smith. From deep three-point range. Porter pulls it in.
After scoring with ease in the first quarter, he's really cooled down a bunch here.
Barnes finds Van Vliet. Now Porter, covered by Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Barnes. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That 2021 draft class was stacked with talent. You look at a guy like Scotty Barnes. He went 4th overall, a player any team would love to have.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, in my opinion, the way the 3 has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break has been a big part of their success.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Prince is checked in. Boucher's checked in for Toronto.
The future that Scotty Barnes has in this league is bright. A versatile swingman with an outstanding work ethic.
Now here's Smith. 18 points for him. Shoots over Barnes. Smith no good. You know what sticks out with Barnes is his versatility on both ends of the court.
BA, let's talk about the defensive end. He is disruptive. He has a 7'3" wingspan and he can guard 1 through 5. Offensively, he can handle, pass, and score. The sky is the limit for Scotty Barnes, BA.
Now here's Smith. Over Boucher. A nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 4 points this quarter.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Van Vliet finds Porter. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Boucher. To the paint. Barnes, it's good. Barnes has got 10.
Now we're starting to see him deliver on offense. He's really found his tempo here in the second quarter.
Barnes against Smith. Out to the right wing. Here's Conley. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Timberwolves lead by 19. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Pirtle. Now Barnes.
2 minutes.
And the shot goes in. 12 points for him.
He has all the tools. Scotty getting things done.
Smith against Barnes. Smith passes to Reed. To the middle. Here's Anderson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Ooh, stolen by Smith.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in their last game against the Nuggets was lights out. He dropped an amazing number of points and was on point from deep. He had his handprint all over that game. Put up some big numbers. Guys, back to you.
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
And that's what every player has control of. His level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
Now here's Smith. A 21-point lead, the biggest of the game. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Porter. Kicks it out to Anderson. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Edwards comes in for Prince. And it's Alexander Walker in for Conley. Benton, he's checked in for Toronto. And for the Raptors, they're shooting just around 39% in the second quarter. There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. The 11-footer, unable to get that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Smith. Uses the glass on the layup. Smith's got 8 here in this quarter.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
The open shot, Van Vliet gets a very good look and converts.
He's always been confident. When Fred Van Vliet started to get minutes, it all came together.
Smith against Van Vliet. Smith outside. Here's Alexander Walker. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding and good execution.
And so it's Minnesota with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Smith in at the 1. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
First team
Almost converts despite the contact.
for your Timberwolves. Smith, 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And Smitty, the Toronto Raptors, the lone Canadian team in the NBA. They take great pride in that.
Since the Grizzlies relocated to Memphis in 2001, Canada has belonged to the Raptors. BA, you can tell they take pride in this. They don't just represent the city of Toronto, but the entire country.
Now here's Barnes. Back to Van Vliet. Here's Achua. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Raptors, Precious Achua, taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. A 2020 first-round pick. Precious Achua was traded before his second year in the league.
You know what's interesting, BA, going from Miami to Toronto in the Kyle Lowry deal. It's rare to trade a guy after his rookie year, but Precious, he had a great second year.
Now here's Smith. Pass to Edwards. A shot from the mid-range. And he hits the jump shot. Edwards has got 9.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Here's Achua. Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. Off target from 3-point range.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Smith against Van Vliet. Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. The 3, Smith. And the three-pointer goes. Smith's got 29.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes. Launches it. And again, no good by Toronto.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Smith outside. Back to Daniels. Out to the right wing. For 3, Smith. And another 3 from Minnesota.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Here's Van Vliet. He's got 13. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
They need this. Minnesota with a rebound.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Van Vliet against Smith. The 3-ball. On target from range. Smith's got 11 points here in the second half.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
For Toronto, they've gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Anunoby for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Smith against Anunoby. Back to Edwards. 5 to shoot. Smith right side. Shoots over Anunoby. They get it back. Gobert. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Gobert's got 9 points.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Toronto's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Van Vliet against Smith. Now here's Van Vliet, guarded closely. Achua gets the bucket.
Intelligent pass by Fred, knows how to get the ball to a ready shooter.
Minnesota's gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. Smith against Van Vliet. Pass to Towns. Back to Smith. And And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It goes on Fred VanVleet. While the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Scotty Barnes. And it's Flynn in for Fred VanVleet. The Raptors have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Pass to Anunoby. Siakam with it. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 10 points for him.
Strong finish. Siakam with great balance, able to complete the play through contact.
Here's Smith. Sinks that one from the post.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Toronto has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Anunoby finds Porter. Siakam left side over Towns. Siakam no good.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10 rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Smith outside from the arc. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
They are uncautious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you gotta love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. Now here's Smith. Not a lot of room. 4-3. Hits a three-pointer. Smith's got 45 points.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
It's good.
We talk about Siakam's versatility. Great timing and location on the pass.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, they have a long way to go, but attacking the rim like that is a great way to start a comeback.
Now here's Smith. He has 45 points. Pass to Edwards. Back to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing. Chalk up 2 there. Smith's got 47 points.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Smith. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. Pass to Edwards. This one for 3. And another one.
50 points for him yet again, and I feel privileged to watch him go to work this season.
Well, now he is pulled even for the second most 50-point games in a single season. What a year. Here's Flynn. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Up top, Smith. He's covered by Siakam. Pass to Gobert. Over Achua. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Smith. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt. I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Flynn's shot is off.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Now here's Smith. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Smith. Over Porter. Again! What an avalanche!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Outside Anunoby. Throws it up high. Achua with the dunk.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
Smith outside. From outside the arc. And another three for Minnesota.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Pass to Flynn. Anunoby with it. Here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
And that's what you love seeing from your bigs. Siakam leaving no room for error with the jam.
It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Smith. Takes a three. Knocks down the long J. Smith's got 58.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Back to Flynn. Edwards comes with a double team. Pass to Flynn. Up and over Smith. Flynn's shot is off.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Smith. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Here's Flynn, defended by Gobert.
2 minutes.
Outside Porter. Pass to Achua. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Achua's got 11 points here in the second half.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do. And what impresses you about Pascal Siakam is his tremendous length with an intimidating 7'3" wingspan.
Now here's Towns. He's got 10. A nice shot by Smith.
His big night continues. He is fueling this lead.
Toronto's gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling.
This is what this team expects from Pascal Siakam. His guys know how dominant he can be.
Man, that length of Siakam really comes in handy on both ends, Smitty.
BA, he's tough to guard because he's able to get his shots up over most guys due to that length. And then on the defensive end, capable of guarding the post and the perimeter.
Outside Porter. Pass to Siakam. There's 48 seconds left in the third. The three is up. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. For 3, Smith. And another 3 for Minnesota.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Down low. Here's Flynn. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Now here's Smith. Non-stop scoring machine right here. Lets the 3 fly. And good. There's another.
And that's 70.
He is unconscious. Here's Flynn, covered by Smith. Here's Siakam. Offensive rebound.
A foul can't hold Pascal Siakam's shot back. He commits to the play and gets it in the air.
That's good from Siakam. And the Raptors making a change here.
Pascal Siakam.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Smith. And again.
Smith.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. The T-Wolves on top, running away with this one. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So for Toronto right now, Jakob Poeltl out there with Thaddeus Young. Then it's Chris Boucher. Then there's Will Barton. And it's Benton in at the point. A nice shot by Smith.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And for the Raptors, they're shooting about 41% to the inside. Poeltl. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Minnesota calls timeout. No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, BA. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
Smith outside. Pass to Anderson. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Raptors.
Raptors ball.
And so here is Toronto. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Barton outside. 5 on the clock. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And the rise of the internet has helped give players their own voice. But now with podcasts and other streams, Grant, they're also able to monetize their voice.
Yeah, players understand the value of their voice and also how to monetize that.
So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Allie